Hello students, let's read our problem. John has a storage box. The shaded area is one of its spaces. What is the volume of the box in cubic inches? Okay, so we have to understand the important information in this problem. I'm gonna highlight that the shaded area is one of its spaces. And the question, what is the volume of the box? And I'm gonna box it. I did circle, underline, and box. For elaborate, I'm gonna remember how the formula of volume works. And to do that, I'm gonna remember how the area of the base is gonna look like first. I'm gonna bring a picture. In my problem, they mentioned that the shaded area is one of its bases, and this is the shaded area. And it says that it's one of its bases because rectangular prisms, they always have two bases and they are always parallel to each other. If this is the bottom base, the top base is parallel and identical, like this. And you may think, what about the 5 and the 9? Can this rectangle be the base? And I'm gonna put it in blue so you can track me better. This one that is 5 times 9. Well, yes, and in that case, if we choose this to be the base, the one that is parallel will be this one right here, and that will be the second. But right now we're gonna work with the green ones, the one that is 6, 5. And to represent that one, I brought this picture of cubic units. It says that the length is 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 cubes will represent these 6 inches. Are you with me? Awesome. And the other side in here is 5 inches. So this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in this case, this green rectangle is representing this green rectangle here. But the question is the volume. So the volume means what is all the space in this shape. We're going to be using this letter. And basically we count all the cubic units that we have. Can you count how many cubic units we have here? Well, if here I have 6, if I get 2 rows, that will be 6 times 2, that will be 12. Great. If I go one more up to here, that will be 6 times 3, 18. And 6 times 4, 24. And 6 times 5, 30. And if I count one by one here, that's what I'm going to do, because this will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Great. So the volume is 30 cubic units. In other words, I multiply the 30 units by the height, that is 1. And that's my 30 units cubed. What does it mean? This one here is the height. And if we notice here, this height is not only 1, it's 9. Let me see. So what will happen if the height of this shape, instead of being 1, is 2? Can you tell, guys? We will have to make this area here, or this volume here, but twice. I'm gonna bring a picture so we can see how it's gonna look like. So now you see, guys, I added a second layer on top of it, and now the height is 2. And so what's gonna happen to the volume? Instead of having just the 30 cubes on the bottom, now I'm gonna have that one twice, because now I have another layer on top. So now the volume is 60 cubic units, right? And what will happen if we increase the height to 3 cubic units instead? Well, the volume, can you tell what it's gonna be? It's gonna be the 30, and the 30 is the area of the base. And the total volume will be this time 90 cubic units. Awesome. But it happens that in our problem, they don't want 1 or 2 or 3. What do they want? They want 9 inches in height. So we have to get up to 9. Can you tell me what's going to happen? Yes, we're going to have to repeat the 30 on the bottom. Oh, this is the 30 on the bottom. This is the one that is green. The 30 on the bottom is the green, right? We're going to have to repeat that one 9 times because we're going to need 9 layers on top of this. And then that will be 9 times 3, that is 27. We add the 0. So 30 times 9 is really 970 cubic units. And that will be the volume. Great. Now, how do we do this numerically? The formula that we have to find the volume of a rectangular prism is the volume equals the area of the base times the height. This capital B represents this area in here. And this height represents how many layers we're gonna have. In other words, is the height of the prism. And then we do substitution. To find the area of the base, we know we have to repeat this 6 as many times as we have on the other side. So that means length times width, or base times height. So this capital B is lowercase b times h, but just this one right here. And this is this rectangle here, and this is the same rectangle here. That was the area of the base times the height. And that area of the base times the height of the prism itself, which is this 9 here. And then we do the substitution. In the green section, don't look at the 9, just look at the green section. How do we find the area of this green rectangle? That will be 6 times 5. Awesome. Which is this base right here. And the height of the prism is the 9 inches. All these are inches. You see? Follow the colors, guys, so you can track me better. Okay, so then that will be 6 times 5, that's 30. And for area, we have a square inches. And that should be times the same 9 that we have right there, which is this height, right? Great, we just have one more step to do. 30 times 9. And that's going to be, it's like doing 3 times 9, which is 27. We add the 0 here. The unit that we have is inches. When we multiply inches squared times just inches, that will be volume, and that will be cubic units. Then what we're going to say is that the total cubic units in this rectangular prism will be 270 cubic inches. This is our final answer. I'm going to put a cloud around this. And you see how we got the same answer in here? Great. So now we know how to connect the formula of volume using cubic units and just using numerical values. Can you see the answer in the answer choices? Awesome. Yes, it's letter A. Thank you.